But you were both in the same class back in 2015. And that, like I said, that took place in our original location in North Park, in this like weird one-way street. Right, where we would sometimes see cars driving down the street going the wrong way, and we would try and stop them, but you could only do so much.
The good old days.
Yes. The good old days. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about like your experience there and it being really early on. I mean, things that Learn have changed a lot in 4 years, as they should. But I'm really interested in hearing about your experience in that space and with an organization that was so new and small and scrappy.
It didn't feel new to me, honestly. I mean, maybe we were the second cohort or the third.
The third cohort.
Yeah.
Maybe by the time we got there, things had been really figured out, and you probably remember it differently than we do, but we didn't have anything to compare it to.
Sure.
And I remember that space very fondly. I've been to the new space, and I can definitely see there's been upgrades, but the old space was perfect for what we did, and it was set up perfectly for pairing and collaboration and teamwork, and there was a very homey, comfortable space on the couches where we'd listen to Alan lecture and present our projects to the class. I had a great experience there. Every time I think about it, my heart warms up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to remember that 4 years ago, boot camps in general were relatively new. The heyday of all of the schools opening was just kind of starting to begin. And in San Diego, I remember when I interviewed, there were 2 schools. There was Learn, which was starting its 3rd cohort, and the other school I interviewed would have been starting its 1st. And for me, the decision came down to the tech stack, which was Rails, which is what I decided I wanted to be learning. But then also just honestly, the integrity that you had when you interviewed me initially. I felt really, really good about the leadership at Learn. And throughout my whole experience, I always felt supported, and I always felt like the Learn community was a place for me to continue to thrive, and that I wasn't going to be like released out to the world like with no support like I was from college. So that really made me want to attend Learn, and that's been my experience ever since.
That's awesome.